Hi guys, just took a small vacation and I was using the OnePlus 5, so thought why not shoot a video with the same. Actually heading down to Udaipur with my wife. Where is she? Here we are at this Mumbai airport right now. This is the international terminal, pretty swanky one. And as you can see, I'm recording this part of the footage with the front facing camera of the OnePlus 5. This will be the first time I'll be going to Udaipur, so pretty excited about it. So we'll share a lot of snaps and photographs and videos that I shoot with this device, and that way I think so you should be getting a real world usage camera review of the OnePlus 5. I call it the real camera review. So catch you guys soon. Actually, there is no direct flight from Hyderabad to Udaipur, so we went to Mumbai, and after about 5 hours, we had the connecting flight to Udaipur, and so we were hungry, and so decided to have some food, and I took some snaps also with this OnePlus 5. This is the normal shot, and this is that portrait mode. Notice that background. Again, this is in the portrait mode, and here I switched off the portrait mode. I feel the pictures came out really good, and the color reproduction was also very good. Here I was playing with the zoom. This is not regular, and this is at 2x zoom. I feel the telephoto lens makes sense. This is regular shot, and this is with that telephoto lens. One more sample. This is at 1x, and this is at 2x. I really like the color reproduction that we are getting with this one. Finally took the flight to Udaipur. Just landed, and a car was waiting for us. This is Udaipur. Actually, it's surrounded by all mountains, and we are heading to our location that is known as Leela Palace. We're going to this, Leela Palace, and we have to go in a boat for that. We are in this lake. It's actually raining quite a bit. This hotel is supposed to be in this middle of this lake. I'll try to get better footage. It's actually raining pretty heavily as of now. So finally reached Jaipur. The flights got delayed quite a bit. We checked into our hotel just now. Beautiful place. As you can see in the background, I'll shoot us different footage from the rear facing camera. This is known as the Leela Palace. So this is the view that I have from my room. This is the Leela Palace, and as you can see, this is actually the lake. You have to cross this lake to come, so you have to come via boat. Boat is provided. Some pictures that I shot from the balcony, and I used the 2x zoom. It really helps. So this was the view I was getting from the room. Almost night, the sun was set, and I took some snaps, and these also actually surprisingly came out good. We were too tired to go out that day, so was just roaming around the hotel, so I took some snaps. This is an artificial lighting and low lighting conditions, so these are the snaps that I took that night. It was the next day, had some tea, and decided to head out in the local market of Udaipur. The hotel had an auto, so decided to take that and had some thali food, and my wife roamed around the local market, and I like the fact that the colors, took a random pictures, and the colors and the sharpness was actually really good. Decided also to visit this vintage classic cars. This is sort of a museum that they have. Shot some pictures, but decided to shoot a video. I had the DJI Osmo gimbal, so mounted the gimbal, and here is the video. At this Udaipur, and this vintage car museum, and we have quite a few. This is the buggy that we have. Let me just move slowly, and I'm recording this in 4K, but I'm using the Osmo gimbal. So yes, it is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, and it's in excellent condition, as you can see. Again, I'm shooting this in 4K with the OnePlus 5, but I'm using the DJI Osmo gimbal for this one. As you can see, have to say this car looks beautiful, and they have maintained it in a really great condition, as you can see. They had tons of other cars, as you can see. So if you're a sort of a car lover and you love old cars, if you go to Udaipur, you should actually visit this place. We are at this Pichola Lake. As you can see, it's a huge lake. I'll go. This is my wife, Tripti. And as you can see back, that's the Pichola Lake. Our hotel is actually there. We have to take a boat and go there. So just going back, it was been raining from yesterday. Just stopped now after wide, and as you can see, it's surrounded by mountains. Beautiful location. Shot some pics when we went back to the hotel, and just wanted to play around a little bit. Was just taking some random shots. Took some shots with that regular mode and even with the portrait mode, and as you can see, it gives that background blur with that portrait mode. I'm shooting this at 1080p and I'm walking. This I'm doing is handheld, and so just wanted to let you guys know how will be the footage if you actually try to do a vlog style video where you're just holding it handheld and shooting this video. And this is the pool that they have. It's a massive pool, as you can see. Huge pool. Nobody is there in the pool because it was pouring like crazy, and this gives you the view of the hotel at the back. So a very quick sample video, handheld with the OnePlus 5. There was this cultural event going on in the hotel, and and this is in sort of night artificial lighting conditions, and my wife shot this video, and I was surprised at the audio quality. Have a look. Next day, and it stopped raining, so we decided to go to the City Palace. And these are some sample shots that I shot before actually entering the City Palace. And also we took a selfie over here. We are just going to this City Palace in Udaipur. As you can see, it's massive. It's supposed to be India's biggest palace as of now. So let's see, and try to post some photographs. Not very sure if they allow us to shoot, but let's see. I never appreciated the telephoto lens, but it does make a lot of sense. As you can see, with that 2x zoom, you get a lot more detail. We actually climbed at the top of the palace, and you get a panoramic view of the Udaipur city from here. Shot some pics inside the palace, and these were difficult conditions, but they came out good. Took some more random pics and selfies when we were in the palace. These I shot at the 2x telephoto zoom, and notice the sharpness. Even at 2x zoom, the pictures are pretty sharp. This is from where I was standing, and this is at the regular 1x zoom. Earlier in the morning, we visited that place that was the City Palace. And by the way, I'm staying here in this Leela Palace over here, and it's been a very good experience. Oh, here is one guy that I wanted you to meet. This is Kishan, and you know, some people who make your stay even special. He's one of those persons. So if you ever come to Leela Palace Udaipur, make sure this guy is there. He'll make it even better. So guys, I'm almost at the end of this Udaipur trip, and as you saw, I shot a lot of samples with this OnePlus 5. So what do you think about its camera performance? Let me give you my very quick thoughts. First, let's start with this front-facing camera. And I feel it's a great camera, especially for vlogging, because I also shot one more video with that, for example, that Amazon Prime video that I shot with the front-facing camera. And if you have seen that video, I just posted it recently. I was just walking around in this hotel area and shooting that video. It's very windy right now, and the video actually came out surprisingly really well. So I feel this is one of those rare smartphones that has electronic image stabilization with the front facing camera. Generally, almost I have reviewed and tested tons and tons of smartphones. None of the smartphones actually employ electronic image stabilization with the front facing camera. And these days many people do stuff like this, that is called vlogging, and they use the front facing camera. So I feel that's a great addition, and because of that, even as you can see right now, I'm just walking, it's handheld, then also I'm able to get very good footage. So I really like that you can get really good footage if you are sort of vlogging. Only one nitpicking, if I have to say, is that the camera is not super wide. As you can see, I'm holding it at a stretch. It is fine, but I wished it could have been a slightly wider. Yeah, you can take selfies. For example, I'll stretch my hands like this. So yeah, but it could have had a slightly wider lens. But still, for vlogging stuff, I would say very good. And yeah, it just shoots at 1080p with the front facing camera, but the video quality was actually really good. Now let's move to the rear facing camera. This OnePlus has that dual camera, and I never thought that much about the dual camera. That second one is actually having that 2x zoom, and to be frank, I always used to think it's sort of a gimmick, but in this trip, actually, if you have seen some of the photographs, I do feel that 2x zoom actually makes a lot of sense, because when you're traveling or doing something, you cannot always go near the subject, and that 2x zoom really makes sense in those aspects. So it's a nice addition, and I feel this manufacturers for the dual camera setup should go with this one regular one, and the second one should act like a telephoto lens. I would say that is a good implementation, and in real life it can be sort of helpful, as you have seen. For example, we were in this lake to reach to this hotel, and I was using the 2x zoom quite a bit. Now talking about the camera quality, the camera quality overall was very good in natural lighting like this. The pictures came out to be good. It had a lot of detail. Even the 2x zoom quality was good. And I like the fact that at 1080p we have again the electronic image stabilization, and that also works really well with the rear facing camera. Moving to what do you say, night shots and in very low lighting conditions, yeah, it's not among the best. If we start comparing it with the Google Pixel or the Galaxy S8, definitely, yeah, they do better. But again, considering the fact the price of this device, the performance of the camera overall was actually really good. And certainly if we compare it with other OnePlus devices, this one is having the best camera, in the OnePlus range. Again, do let me know your thoughts about the camera performance of this OnePlus 5, and do let me know what do you think about this kind of a video whenever I'm traveling and stuff. Should I make videos regarding devices that I'm using? Because I've been almost 40 now, and I've decided to travel quite a bit. So do let me know what do you feel about this video. If you liked it, hit the like button, and if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.